Hey, everybody, it's Doug Green, and I'm the publisher of Technology Reseller News. And I'm very pleased to have with us today Curtis Govan, who is the president of floLIVE for the Americas. Curtis, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Doug. Good to be with you.
And we're also pleased to have with us today Anthony Protopsaltis, principal at Velocity IoT. Anthony, thank you for joining me today.
Of course, Doug. Happy to be here.
I'm sorry I stumbled through your name, but we're going to try to make it a great podcast. So, gentlemen, we're talking about the overview of the partnership between floLIVE and Velocity IoT and how it benefits partners and customers. So let's get right into that. But first, Curtis, tell us just a little bit about what floLIVE is.
Yeah, sure. Happy to do it. And we all need a little practice on Anthony's name, but I'm telling you, once you get to know him and love him, you'll get it down. It's worth doing it. Great to be here again, Doug, and thank you for the opportunity. floLIVE, we're a multi-carrier, multi-country IoT connectivity provider. We provide literally the best connectivity solution for IoT devices around the world. And we've done that building the company with industry-leading experts that have been in the industry for 25 plus years across our founders, across people like myself in the Americas, our sales team, with people like Bill Wark, that he's, like the IoT governor, if you will, in the US. So we come from a long history, and Anthony will share his as well, of really understanding the telecom industry, particularly with IoT, and taking that understanding, combining it with unprecedented ownership of technology, and building literally the world's best IoT connectivity solution, focusing on what customers really need. Customers need coverage. It's king. So you need the best coverage. Either in a country, you need multi-carrier. If you're going multi-country, you need multi-carrier in every country in the world, and we're able to provide that. People are looking for performance that has really changed over the last 15, 20 years. Now you have the expansion of IoT solutions that require performance that's unprecedented. They need high availability from network solutions there that are always on because the applications demand it. And then we look at things like data sovereignty and having data within country all of the time. We look at performance, high performance like latency, throughput pieces that we need to focus on. And then, of course, our customers are asking us to provide them with that long-term solution that has the resilience. If something happens, can I fail over and have access to other networks? And then, of course, we inevitably will have problems, and they want a high level of support. And the way our business works is like we don't often own the end customer. Most of the time we're in between. So our customers like Anthony, they own the customer relationship, and they want to be able to solve their problems themselves. So we give them unprecedented access into the network infrastructure to be able to solve their solutions themselves. And we're able to do this because we own key components of the core network. These are floLIVE engineered, built, designed. We own the IP for that, or we own the technology stack, if you will, for that. And then we can combine that with our multi-MC SIM technology that's patented, that combines with new technologies like SGP32 or SGP22 from an EUICC perspective to combine all this technology into one, along with our connectivity management platform to really enhance the experience that customers have for managing and providing connectivity services all around the world. And of course, Anthony will talk about our partnership and what we're doing there. But this is an exciting thing for us and how we go to market. Anthony and I have known each other for longer than we'll admit on this, but a really long time. And he and his partner, Bill Molesworth, have been in the industry. We've known each other. And it's a really great combination of people that know the industry and that are approaching customers from a different perspective to really combine and solve the problem in a unique and better way. So customers are, at the end of the day, able to expand and grow their IoT business the way they want to grow it. So happy to be here and look forward to the conversation today.
All right. And Anthony, tell us a little bit about your role in this.
Sure. So Protopsaltis is the way you pronounce my last name. We've been doing this for a while now. Bill Molesworth and myself come from a IoT background from different companies. We've known each other for a long time, and we kind of saw a gap in this industry where in the connected device market and how people are making product, there's a lot of caveats. How do I bring something to market? How do I, select my components? Who do I pick for my carrier, et cetera? And when we saw the technology that floLIVE has brought to the table, we basically pounced on that as quickly as possible. We started validating their infrastructure, validating what they offer, because there's a few parties out there that are trying to do it, but sometimes it's not the same. So we started this. We started validating the technology. We found that the technology works extremely well. We started looking at the ways that we can implement it and work with our customers, right, and potential customers in order to facilitate a much easier deployment of product. So, with that in mind, we look at solution partners, bring these solution partners to the table as well, so we can offer potentially an end-to-end solution for our customers. And not only that, if they already have the product, we can offer the expertise to navigate the market and how to release the product in a way that you're going to be successful. The best thing that we can do is work with our customers to plan a strategy for their deployment. That way they have the best possible experience for themselves, potentially for their end customers, if that be the case, which allows them to have success. And with that said, it's not a simple thing to just release a product and say, oh, I'm going to have this connected product online. You have to plan it out. You have to understand what the caveats are to that. I come from a VC background where we did a lot of consumer product, so I've seen what poorly released product looks like and how much it damages the reputation of a company, as well as costs the company significant amount of revenues from a failed deployment. So it's all about mitigating that risk. We do our best to plan out as much as a customer will let us, help them from engineering, manufacturing, selection, all that whole process. We can help bring that to the table.
So, Anthony, is there a growing demand for robust IoT services in industrial settings?
So, it's continuous growth. So from an industrial setting, industry 2.0 plus, right, from agriculture, there is IoT implemented in so many regions and to so many ends at this point. Everything will be connected in some capacity. So definitely tremendous growth.
Curtis, you're seeing the same thing.
Oh, 100%. I've said this really since the beginning of my career in IoT. It's really about business efficiency, and you see this across every business, right? Industry 4.0 is like the next step, right? But can I get data from systems, and can I turn that data into some sort of business efficiency? Can I have my machines operate longer? Can I perform maintenance at the right time, at the right place there? Can I get deliveries out? Can I track deliveries so that they're received at the right time? Can I have ensure that things are temperature monitored, so medicines that are going to out, that they're staying at the right temperature? And if the temperature changes, can I make a material change in what's happening in the process to really ensure that that medicine that's really critical gets there and it's safe and able to be used by the end parties there. The demand for IoT solutions across industry is absolutely growing every day. New opportunities everywhere. I think we've seen this in just across the ecosystem of IoT, where now literally every company in the world has some sort of IoT conversation going on. Whatever their business is, we see it. And we see the applications coming in that, these applications look a lot alike. It's kind of like the core systems are the same, but at the end of the day, there's some delta that's different there that we need to be able to adapt to ensure that we're delivering the right connectivity solution to meet their needs. But definitely seeing a tremendous growth in demand for IoT solutions.
So just to add to what Curtis was expressing, the implementation of AI, right, is something that's a topic of discussion, several points, especially when it comes to analyzing the customer's data that comes through, right? So although we don't have access to that data, or it's not visible to us, we still the topic is important to us because we want to make sure that the customer receives their data, they're able to utilize it in the way that's essential to them. What we do from an analytics standpoint right now, we're starting to implement AI tools so that we can further understand if the communication and the way the communication is being implemented in the customer's ecosystem is in the best way possible. With the multi-IMSI, multi-carrier solution, the way it's deployed, packet gateways, which are localized, right, from the floLIVE system, it gives us the ability to understand if the traffic flow is in the right direction or how it's being implemented. So it might give us feedback where we have to deploy a different IMSI strategy for that customer, which is more beneficial to them receiving their data in lower latency, more reliable fashion. So we're looking at how the data travels and taking AI to implement certain tools that gives us better information so we can help the customer from the standpoint of implementation as well.
So, we have the onslaught of AI and Industry 4.0 applications. Are they driving the need for low latency and high reliability connectivity?
So, I definitely think in some cases, depending on what it is, right, it might drive lower latency. So lower latency is not always a dependency in some aspects or some channels. But I think for Industry 4.0, absolutely, lower latency is a bit more required. So yeah, it's important to understand how the data is being funneled through the core network, so that way you make sure you have the best results for your implementation.
Curtis, you mentioned data sovereignty earlier. Is this a business imperative?
100%. Yeah. And look, I'll say, as we've seen the expansion of the different applications, data sovereignty has become more and more important. Right? You look at healthcare industry as an example. We had a customer in Europe, in the UK in particular, deploying a healthcare solution with tablets that go out for nurses that are remote, and the 100% every bit of that data needed to stay within the UK. So we have local PGWs that are in the UK that have connectivity with sub 50 milliseconds latency there, which is important for them. You can imagine if you're out in the field working with patients, doing video back, you want low latency there, but you 100% have to have data sovereignty. It's an absolute mandate from an industry perspective. And this is one of the things that we're seeing is that the legacy of IoT is that IoT was layered on top of a mobile phone solution. So you got what you got, and you accepted things like latency, higher latency. You accepted the fact that you were going to have drops in coverage there. Now we have solutions that are in place where those things are no longer acceptable, right? You need to track your data 100% of the time. You can't lose it. You need to have data within country, so you have data sovereignty. And in some cases, we're seeing government applications where it's not just about in country. It needs to be at that government facility only. So we need to have packet gateways, as an example, within a government facility, highly secure, or within a AWS environment that is for government initiatives there, so that you have that additional layer of security and data sovereignty.
Now, together, do you are coming together? Do you better meet channel needs?
100%. Yeah. Look. I say, like, we have this commonality of approach that is, I think, really the difference between this partnership. We both, all of our respective teams, Bill Molesworth on Anthony's side and Bill Work on my side, we've always been consultative sellers, and so we look to solve problems for customers. And so when we came together, it was like, no, we have a piece of the problem that we can solve. We can provide the absolute best network, the best coverage piece there. And then on the side of Velocity, they can provide the best go-to-market approach. How do you prepare, plan, and test and be ready before that go-to-market? And then how do we support you better there? Like the white glove service that they provide from that perspective, Anthony's understanding of the modules and devices and how to implement application software is super important to what we're doing. It's just the combination of, like, if you want 1 + 1 to get 3, that's what we have here. And I think it's something that our customers, common customers, are seeing high benefits from there. And like I said, it's a great partnership between the two of us.
Hold on here. Well, Anthony and Curtis, I really want to thank you for joining me today. This has been really interesting. I'm interested to know more about this relationship partnership. I'm looking forward to doing this in the future. But for now, where can we learn more?
Yeah, certainly from a floLIVE perspective, you can go to flolive.net and see our information there, and definitely reach out to us there. Glenn, Doug, if you want to share my information, happy to have my email and have people reach out to me directly. I love talking to customers, prospective partners, I call them. So happy to reach out directly.
Okay, and we'll be sure to do that on our LinkedIn link and also on our TR write-up. Anthony, where can we learn more about Velocity IoT?
Of course, velocityIoT.io. I suggest you go there. We have links. You can purchase our SIMs online. They'll arrive next day to you. Proof is in the pudding, as we like to say. I always challenge a customer to test out the product and see how it works for them, and really do the validation there. And we're ready to talk to anyone as soon as they're ready to talk to us. So definitely. Thank you very much for the invite here today. It's been pleasant.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for joining me. I look forward to learning more about this in the future, but thanks very much for your time today.
Yeah, thank you, Doug. And thanks, Anthony. Always good to be working with you, man.
Always. Thanks, Curtis. Cheers.